This video is about how to build your relationship with God. I have to make content like this because not only is this for me to like remind myself when I'm going through like struggle periods in my life, or I feel like God left me, or like I feel disconnected from the spirit, or anything. This is just for me to how to get back on track, like how to build your relationship. This is how to build your relationship, but also how to get back on track. And this is what helped me. First thing foremost I can say is submission. Like that would be the first thing I can say is submission. But you got to submit to whatever God is telling you, or like whatever happening in your life that you know you got to submit and like go towards God's will. So that's the first step into building your relationship back up. Before I even continue with this step, let me talk about my relationship with God right now. Like it's hard to describe it, but it's like shaky from my perspective. He's always there around me. He always sees what I'm doing, and like he's always there to help, but I'm always like being kind of rebellious, like, cause I'm just a rebellious head child. Even with my mom, she'll tell you that I'm kind of like rebellious. So like I'm a rebellious child, but I still try to find my way, because my mom taught me when I was younger, and then you train your child up when he was young, he ain't gonna forget it when he old. So as I got older, it was time periods in my life. I'm only 20, so I'm not saying like when I say older, I mean it's like from teenage years to like adulthood. From like, I say like 15 through 18, bro, and I was going to church almost every week. My relationship wasn't as strong. I would just go to church, like nothing would, like it would just like it was like routine. It was like doing chores, bro. Basically, like I just go and not learn nothing, or like I just be there, or like be asleep, or any of that sort. But as I got older, let's just say 18, this is when things started to change a little bit, when I started to get more into the word. And a year ago, I'm gonna get to it, okay, 18, so when I turned 18, I graduated high school. I fully went rebellious mode. I wasn't even thinking about anything of that sort of God or nothing. I was just worried about working and smoking. Like I wasn't even caring. I was like, oh, I'm finally grown. I can just do what I want, and no one has control over me anymore. So I was like, oh, let's go. You know how you feel when you're 18. You like, oh, let's go. I can do what I want. I can do, you know what I'm saying? So from 18 through 18, like the first 6 months of 18, I was doing that. The second 6 months, I started doing self-improvement. But when I got into self-improvement, I wasn't focused on religion. Like I do some religious stuff with it, but I wasn't too focused on it. I'd say when I hit 19, like 18, like the end of 18 turning 19 is when I got really focused on reading my word, praying more, fasting, figuring out like what it really means to serve God and follow God. And that was when I was 19. When I turned 19, October 31st, 2022, I was baptized. I said this in my story before, like if you know my story, you know that I was baptized. Like I was baptized a year ago. I'll be forgetting it sometimes. But yeah, I was baptized a year ago in my home state, in Missouri, my home state. But now that I'm 19, okay, I was 19, let's go up to 20. So like the first 8 months, I say from October, from me being baptized all the way until March. This is like so off track with the video, but I'm trying to sum this up real quick, so hopefully you bear with me. Do not just skip through it. I don't really mind. But from October through March, I was really like work, like, you know what I'm saying, just work and religion. That's all I was doing. And then when I got back to smoking, I still was reading my Bible. Like I was still doing stuff, but I know my relationship and like my connection was kind of like going downhill, because I was just focused on other things. I was serving like two masters, basically. I was smoking weed, living a lifestyle I shouldn't be, but also doing that. So I was like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like I'm in there, but I'm not all the way in, you know what I'm saying? So then from that to probably about, I'd say like June, when I first moved out here, I was June, from March to June, I'm getting sidetracked there, my bad. From March to June, bro, like it was just, my life was hectic, bro. It was like I was still reading my word, praying as much as I can, but I know I wasn't connected. Like I wasn't on fire, bro. I just knew I wasn't on fire. I can tell y'all that confidently, bro. Like I was not on fire with that. Like even though I just got baptized, which was fucking me up. Like I just was baptized, but I'm still doing my old ways, which was fucking me up. But like we sinners, so it's like, you know what I'm saying. But after June, when I came out here for the first time, I started to focus back on it because I ain't had nothing else to do. Like, I just moved out here. I ain't had no work. I ain't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? So like, all I had time was to just focus on the word and just finding myself and trying to figure out my life out here. So from June to, I say about, when I started working at the last job that just fired me. So from June to about October, which is the 1 year anniversary of my baptism. From June to October. Oh, my bad. This is part of the clip that's still in the same video, but let me get right back to it. From June to October, I was on fire back again. Like, I felt the fire back again in my life because I ain't had nothing else to do but just like read the word, pray, fast, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to say like those are things in order to get on fire, but this is when I felt the most connected. This year I'm talking about, 2023. From June to October 2023, I felt on fire. Then I got to Amazon. When I hate that I said my job, but I don't really give a fuck no more because I ain't going back to that shit. But when I got there, bro, I started to get like, I was working so much. Don't get me wrong, I was still making time in the morning to like get my devotions off and stuff like that. But I didn't feel on fire with it. I started smoking weed again too, so I didn't feel on fire with it no more. But like, even though I was doing it, I was going through the motions, but I felt like off. Like, I felt something just fell off with it. Like, I lost the fire within myself. Like, I was just living, like, just working. Like, I felt like another worker there or something. Like, I was just working and I wasn't worried about none of that. So fast forward to now, I feel back on fire again. Maybe because I have more time, which it shouldn't be like that. I should be able to balance it. It should be like a healthy balance. But I feel back on fire again, which I'm very thankful and grateful for. This video was about how to build your relationship, which is crazy. I just got into a whole tangent about some different stuff. But how to build your relationship, the first thing I said was submission, bro. You got to submit. Anytime I felt I was on fire, I always was in submission. Like, rather that be because I was like put into submission with me just losing my job, losing all my income, just having myself and God. So like, he just forced me to get put into submission, or I just willingly go into submission. Submission is the first step, the first important step into building your relationship with God. Submission. Number 2, it's a healthy prayer life. It's like communication. It's a healthy prayer life. So like, you gotta communicate. You gotta have a prayer life. Basically, just you don't have to. Well, everybody prays differently. Some people get on their knees. Some people can just be out in the open just like this and just talking to God just like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it all depends on how you want to do it, what makes you comfortable. But just have a healthy prayer life. Talk to him like you talk to your best friend, because he's real just like that. So, submission, a healthy prayer life. Read your word, because there's nothing new under the sun. Like, everything that's happening now in the world already happened. Like, he already described it all. It all happened in the Bible. So basically, just read your word. That's number 3. Number 4 would be find godly friends / influences in your life. This is what I struggle with the most. It'd be hard for me to find people in my life who like are godly influence. What the who are like a godly influence in my life, or like who trying to make sure I'm staying on the right path, even though they're not their responsibility too. But I don't have like a friend, girlfriend, brother that's like trying to like live towards that lifestyle in my life, which is cool. So it's just me and God. That's fine. Like, it's okay to be alone, but it would be nice to have somebody who's wants to be on fire just as much as I want to be on fire. Even though I have my days where I'm not doing nothing that's leading me towards on fire, or I'm just going in the wrong direction. I'm a human being, so I'm not perfect. But I think that was number 4. Number 5, I don't even know. Number 4 would be find a godly influence / friends that are like moving towards the narrow path, basically, who trying to make their life good too. You know what I'm saying? Not make their life good, but like trying to get right with God and trying to build their relationship with God, not with the world. That's what I'll be getting sidetracked to, trying to build my relationship with the world, worried about all this stuff that don't even matter. What really only matters is just your relationship with God. So make sure you get your relationship right. That's what keeps me going, keeps me strong. Even like moments like now where my life feels like it's like falling apart, like everything just happening at once, losing friends, losing job, losing people, like you just losing everything. You like, but God's what keeps me going, what keeps me strong, because I'm like, I know he has a purpose for my life. So it's like, I just trust his vision, and whatever is happening in my life, it's supposed to happen. So I've been trusting this vision lately. I just said, before we go over the points again, so I can get out number 5 real quick. I said submission, prayer life, communication, read your Bible, find godly influences as friends. What number 5 be? I'm gonna make number 5 like 3 different points. Number 5 gonna be like, point A is join the church, which is not a requirement to build a relationship. You can build a relationship on your own. You can build a relationship on your own, but joining the church really helps. That kind of counteracts to number 4. You can meet somebody friendly that's like moving towards God, the narrow path from church, or influences like a mentor. But I say join the church is point A. Point B is cut off on any negative or anybody who's making you go back to the lifestyle you trying to leave. That's point B. And point C is just to have faith, but you gotta have faith of the mustard seed that whatever is happening in your life is supposed to happen, and like God's plan is greater than whatever is going to happen in your life. Like whatever He has set in your life, nobody can like take it out. Like nobody can do nothing that's going to stop Him from having His plan fulfilled. So like you always got to remember that His plan is greater than any of your enemies' distractions, plans to make. You know what I'm saying? Like you always got to remember that. Just that's point C. I'm gonna leave it off like that. I'm gonna go real quick again because I don't know why I like to do this, but submission, communication, healthy prayer life, read your Bible, find godly influences, join the church, have faith. I know I'm forgetting the point. I always do this. I always forget the point I just said, but yeah, this is a good little video I just made in a minute. Probably one of my favorite videos I just made. If you stick through and watch this whole entire video, I really appreciate you. I wish I could hug you in person, but I appreciate you so much. Tell me what else I want you to talk about. I got a lot of topics in my head I'm gonna go over. I'm trying to get back on to uploading continually. I'm just talking at this point. Like I ain't talking about much now. This is just, I think it's like a 14-minute video. I'm just rambling at this point. Make sure you like, share, subscribe if you're new in this video. Thank you. I'm out. Bye. Peace.